Hello, my name is Jackson, and today we're gonna talk about the new process in S/4HANA Source and Procurement. First of all, it's very important to understand what is S/4HANA. S/4HANA is not a new version of the ECC. S/4HANA is a new product line. S/4HANA is not a legal successor of any SAP Business Suite solution. The SAP Business Suite, as SAP ERP, it's a separate product and is still available for any clients. In the near future, SAP plans to end the support of SAP ECC. Soon, all the clients will need to implement S/4HANA. S/4HANA was born from the current market needs and the digital transformation movement. So nowadays, more people are using smartphones, more data have been generated on the internet every day. There are a need of faster processing of this information and data and to organize this information and all this data generated day by day. There is growth of digital information and more complexity. There is a need of better and faster reporting analysis. And there is a need to simplify the interface for users and improve the user experience. The S/4HANA can be implemented on-premise or cloud or hybrid. In the ECC, we are used to speak about models like SAP MM, SAP SD, SAP FI, SAP CO. But now in the price management, we have to understand the lines of the business solutions. The lines of business solutions are SAP S/4HANA Marketing, SAP S/4HANA Human Resource, SAP S/4HANA Manufacturing, SAP S/4HANA Supply Chain, SAP S/4HANA Asset Management, SAP S/4HANA Sales, SAP S/4HANA Finance, SAP S/4HANA Service, SAP S/4HANA Sourcing and Procurement, SAP S/4HANA Research and Development. As you can see in this chart, inside each business solution, we have some tools or external systems that can be used and integrate with S/4HANA. Therefore, solutions from SAP Ariba, Concur, SAP SuccessFactors, SAP Fieldglass, and SAP Hybrids will be used. SAP Ariba it's an e-commerce that connects vendors and buyers through a business commerce networking. SAP Concur is a travel and expense mobile solution. SAP SuccessFactors it's a cloud-based human capital management solution. SAP Fieldglass it's a cloud-based vendor management for services and workforce contingent hire. SAP Hybrids it's a digital solution for sales. Moving forward, now we're gonna talk about the new process in S/4HANA Source and Procurement. In the left side, in this blue box, you can see the end-to-end process. We have some end-to-end process, and inside this end-to-end process, we have some capabilities. So the end-to-end process are operation procurement, inventory and warehouse management, invoice and payables management, sourcing and contract management, supplier information and master data. Basically, this is the streamlined procurement. The core SAP ERP process have remained unchanged. However, the way which they are executed has changed a lot in the last years. For example, nowadays it's very common that approvers or business managers of a purchase order are out of the office for some reason, need to approve this PO urgently. So S/4HANA with the SAP Fiori user experience offer apps that allow the user to easily approve the purchasing documentation mobile. Therefore, nowadays we have new market trends due to the digital transformation. Let's talk a little bit about each one of these capabilities. Inside the operation procurement, we have the requirement processing. Basically, we are used to create purchase requisitions through ME51N transaction. And now we will have apps that allow to create the PR through Fiori. And purchase order processing, that's basically the purchase order. The service purchasing, that it's the purchasing of services, the external services that we use it to buy with the ECC. The procurement analytics, this is very important and a big change for S4HANA. Now we have very faster reports that allow us to have a better analysis of our vendors, our situation in the warehouse. So there are a lot of new reports in the S4HANA source in the procurement. The self-service requisition, that basically now we have a catalog that allows you to buy faster with pre-data that's already configured and saved in the systems. Purchase order collaboration, that it's the integration with Ariba network to confirm, to create orders, purchase orders. Inside the inventory and the warehouse management, we have the process of goods issue, goods receipt, pick, pack, and ship, and inventory analytics. Also, we have reports specific for inventory analysis, invoice and payables management. So inside this end-to-end process, we have invoice processing, that's the common invoice creation, accounts payable. So now the process of accounts payable is inside sourcing and procurement. We are used to say that this is for FI, for example, but now also inside for sourcing and the procurement. It's inside the S4HANA logistics, the process of accounts payable as well. And the invoice collaboration, that's also integrated with Ariba network. So you can receive the invoice from your suppliers as a draft, and after that convert to real invoice in your S4HANA systems. Source and contract management. So you have the source assignment. Here we have the apps for source lease, quotation, request for quotation, like we have in the ECC, but we also have some news. For the operation contract management, we have integration with Ariba for contract creation, to search, get suppliers. And finally, in the supply information and master data, we have two capabilities, that's classification and segmentation. Inside this capability, we have a new entity, that's the purchasing category, that allows to group your materials and products and goods inside some categories, and you can analyze after the report and the analytics how much you expended with these goods, a lot of other characteristics of these goods that you are buying. We have the supplier evaluation, and here we have a lot of news, like you can create surveys or questionnaires for your users, and you can analyze your vendors not only with hard facts but also with soft facts. So we have a quality analysis of your suppliers, not only based, for example, if delivery on time, if they have some delay on delivery, if they are delivering product with the right quality, but also with some soft facts. For example, the customer services, if they are helping your buyers with any doubts, you can certify and ensure if this supplier is good, and also you have a scorecard, all this information to analyze. Here in this slide, we can see some benefits of the streamlined and procurement to pay process. With the real-time decisions, the process make much better. If you have the reports with reliable information and real-time information, you can make the decisions faster and you can trust your information that we have in the systems. And also the streamlined procurement to pay can give you visibility, insights to improve your process and have a strategic vendor choice. Here with S/4HANA, you don't react only with the market changes, but you are acting in advance and you have real information to take the decisions much faster. Some innovations in sourcing procurement S/4HANA, like the SAP Fiori apps for operation purchasing, manager, employee, and the accounts payment accountant. In the SAP Fiori, we have the concept of roles. So all the access are role based and the user have only the apps that really needs to use, and the apps are very simple, don't have so much information in the screen like we had in the transactions in SAP that may confuse for the user to take actions, to save documents. With the concept of the roles, it helps a lot the final user to the day-by-day activities. The business network integration. So the integration with Ariba, it's native. Self-service requisition, as I said, we have now the catalogs, supplier and category management. As I said, we have new ways to categorize our products and also to measure our supplier soft facts, real-time analytics, and search and object pages into action. Just to let you know that the difference between analytical apps, transactional apps, object pages, fact sheets will be explained in the next videos. So here we have the E2E business process flow. First, we have the self-service requisition with the cross-catalog search with a consumer-grade user experience. After, we have the purchasing and order processing and collaboration that supports indirect and indirect procurement with dynamic profiling providing templates to minimize errors and a standard integration into Ariba network. We have the requirement processing with automation tasks and displaying of available source and automatize all this search of source of procurement. We have services purchasing and entry with integrated system for service purchasing. We have the source assignment with S/4HANA automated and manual process for source assignment using source lists, purchasing information records. We have operation and contract management with contract work list, dynamic search, typing contract target value or target quantity, invoice processing, elaboration, and accounts payable. We have the apps for supplier invoice lists, create supplier invoice, and a standard integration into Ariba network. We have classification, segmentation, and supplier evaluation. And now we have the concept of purchasing categories to organize, expand responsibility and organizations. And finally, we have the expand visibility, real-time reporting and monitoring. Here we have the analytics reports for analyzing purchase expense, suppliers, and the contracts in real time. SAP is always creating new features and KPIs for your users, and every year SAP launch a new version of S/4HANA with news and improvements. So today you have learned the new S/4HANA suite and line of business and learned how to identify the new E2E process in S/4HANA related to procurement to pay and its capabilities. If you like this video, please like and subscribe our channel to stay tuned for the next videos. Also, if you have any suggestions of quick tips, please comment below. Thank you and see you next time.